Раз, два, три.
So, like, you ever just lie here at 2 a.m. scrolling through your ex's new girlfriend's cousin's Instagram and suddenly realize you're just atoms pretending to have an anxiety? No, just me? Cool, cool, cool. See, I've spent approximately 21 years being professionally mediocre at existence. That's roughly 8,395 days of attempting to human correctly. And let me tell you, the returns have been questionable. I stumbled upon something weird, and not in the I just matched with my professor on Tinder kind of way. You know how everyone's out here acting like they've got their shit together. They don't. Nobody does. We're all just consciousness having a mental breakdown in a meat suit. Even this guy knew it. He was basically the original fuck around and find out philosopher. But wait, it gets worse. Or better? Both?
Ah!
Neither? Look, here's what nobody tells you about finding yourself and all that spiritual bullshit. You're not lost, you're just bad at reading the map. The map is also a lie. There is no map. You are the map. And yes, that makes exactly zero fucking sense until it does. We're all out here acting like we're NPCs in someone else's game, right? Terrified of clipping through the floor or having our dialogue options exposed as limited and cringe. But here's the thing, we're not NPCs. We are the whole damn game. Think about it. Every time you've watched someone absolutely eat shit at something metaphorically or literally, what were you actually thinking? Bro, that was embarrassing. Nobody thinking about your failures because we are all too busy having an existential crisis about our own. It's like a game of the floor is lava, except the floor is meaningful existence. And the lava is the crushing weight of infinite possibility. But wait, it gets better. Or worse. Depends on how you feel about the nature of reality being basically a shitpost. You know that feeling when you're about to do something and your brain goes, but what if I fail? But what if this butterfly effect causes your future kid to become a Discord mod? That's not actually fear. That's consciousness becoming self aware enough to realize it's playing both sides of the chessboard and then having a panic attack about it. I spent 3 15-minute sessions trying to find myself through meditation. You know what I found instead? My legs fall asleep after 5 minutes. My thoughts sound like a TikTok comment section. Enlightenment probably isn't compatible with my caffeine addiction. The self I was trying to find was actually just watching me look for it, laughing its metaphysical ass off. Here's what nobody tells you about the whole fear of failure thing. It's actually a feature, not a bug. It's like when you're playing a video game and hit an invisible wall. That's not well, that's not the game failing, that's the game reminding you it exists. Fear of failure isn't some cosmic mistake. It's not a flaw in your programming. It's literally consciousness becoming aware of itself through you and then going, oh shit, because it realized it's both the observer and the observed. Are you afraid of failing? Good. That means you're conscious enough to notice existence. Are you worried about judgment? Good. That's just the universe practicing self awareness through your anxiety. Speaking of being fine, let's talk about that word for a second. You know how when someone asks if you're fine and your brain does the thing where it starts running diagnostics? Fine like I just spent 3 hours staring at a wall, fine like I'm having an existential crisis in the Target parking lot. All of these are valid experiences. You wanna know the real reason we're all out there pretending we know what we're doing? Because admitting we don't know shit is scarier than that time I tried to explain consciousness to my Uber driver. 1.5 stars, apparently. Listen up, you beautiful cosmic accidents. We've been sold this idea that success looks like a Reddit post, enlightenment looks like an Instagram filter, and wisdom looks like a quote on a yoga mom's water bottle. But hear what they don't tell you in those How to Human 101 classes we never got. Every time you think you've got it figured out, the universe hits you with that new update available notification. And guess what? The patch notes are fixed several bugs in reality perception, added more existential questions, removed harebrained. The thing about enlightenment is it doesn't give a fuck about your aesthetic. It'll hit you anywhere, anytime, like that one relative who always calls during dinner. You know what's really wild though? While we're all out here trying to optimize our consciousness like it's a mobile game, the real cheat code is realizing there is no game. Or maybe everything's a game. Or maybe we're all just NPCs in someone else's game who gained sentience and started an existential book club. We're not failing at being conscious. We are not doing it wrong. We are literally consciousness itself, getting creative with the whole existing thing. Think about it. The time you sent a risky text and immediately threw your phone across the room. That's the universe playing hot potato with itself. When you lay awake at night cringing at something you said in 2013, that's infinity doing quality control. That moment you pretend to text while walking past someone you know, that's consciousness practicing stealth mode. The real glow up isn't going from confused to enlightened. It's realizing that confusion is enlightenment wearing a funny hat. But you wanna know real, the absolute galaxy brain realization that hits different at 3 a.m.? We are not just consciousness experiencing itself. We are consciousness experiencing itself. Experiencing itself? Experiencing itself. It's basically existential TikTok, an infinite scroll of self awareness. So, next time you're overthinking, creating a crisis playlist, organizing your room instead of your life, or just vibing with a void, remember you're not just surviving the stimulation, you're the whole damn dev team. And maybe the real enlightenment was the mental breakdowns we had along the way. Bye.